Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I'm like,
And today, Subscriber Sample Saturday. So what do we got today for Subscriber Sample Saturday? Well, you saw the thumbnail. We have no idea. But today is brought to you by Danny Dodd.
thanks, Danny.
Thank you very much, Danny. If you follow along at home, this happens to be sample 9. So, Subscriber Sample Saturday, for those that might be new here. One of you awesome subscribers, send us in a sample. We try to guess type and proof and price and whether we think it's finished or not. And then we reveal it at the end. We usually grade it too before we even know what the heck we're drinking. So, ton of fun. Very hard to do, but definitely appreciate everybody that's been involved in this to make it an actual episode.
Yeah, it's gone on quite a ways, too.
Yeah, a lot longer than I expected, I can tell you that for sure.
And there's still people chiming in, so it's,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yep. That's a pretty good nose, though.
It does. I got nothing jumping out of the ordinary either, so.
No, it's so far it's giving me like the traditional bourbon notes, but I'm trying to see. I thought I was getting fruit right off the bat, but.
Mm-hmm. I was trying for a fruit, but I wasn't really getting something.
Got a little proof to her.
A little sweetness in the front.
Yep.
Not a huge oak finish. Oh, it's definitely tasty.
Definitely not that. That's still there too. Like that,
it is.
That's got a little something on it. I'm trying to see if there was something. I did get a fruit right off the bat, but I'm trying to figure where it was with that. That's still in my mouth though.
It's on your tongue.
Like it drinks like it has a proof. That's my first sip of the day. It drinks like it had a proof, but it was not hot at all.
No, it didn't come in crushing your chest either. It stayed on my tongue quite a bit though.
Yeah, I mean I took a little sip because we have to baby sip it anyway.
I did swish it, so I don't usually on my first one. But.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's nice. That's got a nice caramel.
Yep.
On that.
I agree with you though. It definitely has a proof.
Oh yeah,
it's carrying something. I'm
trying to like this is a tough one because it's bringing. I don't want to say generic. Like it's bringing like the traditional. That's a better word than generic.
Yeah.
The traditional bourbon-esque flavors. I think it's up in the barrel proof land.
I get the sweetness in the front, and then the kind of like a more caramel-esque, maybe even syrupy, because it does stick around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know, baby, if it might be in a higher rye, maybe. But it's tasty.
I think a lot of that has to do with a proof. I think we're up there.
Well, it's definitely up there. Yeah. It's just, is there a rye with it?
Oh, I'm sure there's a rye.
Yeah, but it'd be up there a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not. I don't think it's like 8% or something. I think it's a little higher. But it's tasty. I'm enjoying this. I definitely think we're in a bourbon. I'm not really getting a note that this would be finished in anything.
No, I agree with your bourbon. I agree with I don't believe it's finished. This is super tasty, but it's almost familiar. That's the weird thing. Like I'm getting like a I'm getting like a familiar, like it has like a familiar flavor for some reason. I'm trying to think what this could be. I mean, there's so many obscure, I shouldn't say obscure, but like other brands. Like when we've done, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Like I can't use Fiddler as an example, but
I was thinking Michter's came to my head for some reason. I have no idea why.
Oh, yeah, they're usually lower proof though.
But is this something that we haven't done? I don't know. It's very caramel. It's caramel-esque.
It is. It kind of brings me into like the copper and cask ones that we've done. That's what it's bringing me to. Or I could mistake this. It's not as oaky as what I usually think of the Elijah Craig's. Like it doesn't have a big oaky presence at the end like that, but kind of like some of the Larcenies drink like this. You know what I mean? Where they kind of they have that solid flavor throughout of it.
I don't know.
Actually, he wants
that one's coming on a slow boat from China.
Yeah, no, it was coming. It's coming today, actually.
No, I mean to Massachusetts.
No, well, I have one, and it's actually being delivered this afternoon when I call him.
What are you thinking for a price? Or what would you think you'd be acceptable paying?
Honestly, I think a good price to me for this would be like, say $79.99 or below, because of the fact that it's really drinking like the Larceny and the Oranges and
that was
stuff
the
like
exact
that.
number I had in my head, which always sucks because when you ask me, I tell you, and you're like, it's the same number.
Well, because I'm trying.
We're always in the same boat on that.
This might even be like it kind of reminds me of the Heaven's Door one that he sent that one time. That was a store pick. You know what I mean? I'm thinking that's one of them. It's something.
Store pick,
like it's a store. One of the Benny store picks that it's so it's one of
here?
Well, yeah, it's one of the no, Chicago, but it's one of the brands. That's what I'm thinking. Like that's what Copper and Cask was, if you remember that one. And the other ones, like it's a store pick, a little higher proof. I'm thinking where I'm going to say like 122. That I think in proof. But it doesn't drink hot though. It just drinks.
It sticks around. Though.
If there's any complaint, it doesn't give you that wave of flavor. It's just a solid flavor throughout. It's
definitely a solid.
Yeah.
It is a solid flavor. It does stick around. The nose is not weak.
And that's not even a complaint. I mean, this is just a solid all-around bourbon. So I'm thinking anywhere in that range. I mean, if it's a store pick, it could be upwards of 100. I don't think I would even. I think this is as good as a lot of the Bookers we bought for $100. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't bring the nut that the Bookers did, but I was getting a sweetness in it. There's a super sugary sweetness on it.
In the beginning, there is, right when it first hits your tongue.
And there is a hint.
I'm thinking it's probably. I agree. It's like 124, somewhere around there, 124, 4 or whatever. They always have a dot something.
Right. I'm not getting like the nut, and I'm not getting a huge fruit presence. There is a fruity smell.
It's still tasty. Yeah, I say I'm not even getting a fruity. I was trying.
Yeah, I don't know, but again, I think it's very good. What would you grade this?
I'm at it
before we do
A minus, probably A minus A. I don't know. I'm in there. I don't think it's above and beyond, but I'd probably go A minus.
The AA minus is right now. I was in that ball mark. Would this hold up against other ones that bring like the Old Forester presence, where that has like the fruit and the nuts and the I don't think it would. But I don't think it would fall short either. It has a good finish.
And it's kind of semi in that profile. Where
yeah,
it's not gonna stand out where that's the sore thumb of the run. So.
And not to throw it under the bus, but not like when we did the Willet that came with an off profile. This would hold. You know what I mean? I think it would be like it's a step above when we did that Bondstone cast strength one that was decent, but I don't think it carried as much of the heavy flavor that we have.
It didn't stick around as long. This one has to stick on your tongue.
All right, let's see what we actually have today. Again, Danny, thank you very much for this. This is super awesome that you did this. Let's see, sample number 9. So this is it is a rye whiskey, Mike. You're terrible at this game. So this is, this is a Smokewagon Private Barrel Straight Rye Whiskey. It was about $100. It's 113.4. So this drinks, it's full though. It's aged 6 years. It's not finished. It is a Benny store pick. It's 51% rye, 45% corn, 4% malted barley. This one was really hard to get. I can imagine that because again, Smokewagon just started coming to Massachusetts. It never came here. Man, you said you it was a high rye. It is a barely legal rye at the 51%.
Well, that's why there's no mint in this.
Yeah, no, there is none whatsoever. This
obviously we both mistaked it as a bourbon. So, but I did say it had a Swarco, but
that rye spice is probably what makes it drink a little bit. But again, I kept saying it doesn't drink hot, and it's certainly we thought it was that proof, but it was drinking softer. I should have went with what we actually thought the proof was, because I thought it was drinking. I thought it was because it hangs on, and that must be that rye spice we're getting, where it hangs on like it's up in the 120s. But it didn't drink like you said. I still barely have a hug, and I've almost finished my glass. You know what I mean? It didn't come. Like that one we drank the other day, that was just like instantly.
It did hit.
Yeah, it came down hard. So That's awesome. Yeah, I've never seen this around, but maybe we'll start getting more choices about Smokewagon. But
It's tasty though.
it just finally it's supposed to be coming.
There's no mint in this at all.
No, none.
No taste. Oh well, the only thing, like I said, the only thing I got was it was a sparkle.
I didn't even get like that
The
cooling
little-
sensation.
I got a little. I
I
told you I got the little baby orgeat, sparkle.
I thought it was proof though. That's why. Like it was deceiving because
it did twist
has,
me out of it. But
it has that nice caramel flavor. Like
there's no mint. If you were starting off on a rye and you wanted some proof, this is definitely, if you can find it, this is definitely a buy.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh I no. I hear you. I would definitely love one of these. This is like a bourbon drink. Because like it's hard to tell, man. You know, it's funny now that we know what it is. I'm like, of course it's a rye. You know, you know what I mean. You always do that after the fact, but that's the fun part of doing them blind. So again, thank you, Danny, for sending this in. Thank everybody that's participated in these. This is super fun. So there you go. That's Subscriber Sample Saturday. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.